And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Introducing first, a man who truly needs no introduction, but tonight, it will be legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the undeniable. This is the universal. This is the uncontested.
Welcome everybody to another episode of From The Rafters Podcast. I am your favorite co-host, Big Kurt. Can't let him know who you are.
I mean, you kind of let him know who I am already.
No, I didn't.
I mean, just throw my name out there like that. Guys, for those of you who have not been listening, who have never heard us before, my name is Kevin. I am your co-host, a.k.a. Greedy. We are here tonight, post Elimination Chamber. We got a freebie this month with a second pay-per-view. We also have with us tonight our unofficial third mic, Yumi.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
And we are pleased to have our main man, Busy, back in the house. Busy, how you doing today?
Doing well, awesome.
All right, Busy, I'm going to need you to eat the mic a little bit closer next time, but you're good for now. Yeah, we're coming off of Elimination Chamber this month, second pay-per-view of the month. This one was exclusively on the network, so if you don't have the network, you pretty much missed out on the entire thing.
Definitely missed out.
There's a lot of back and forth on this one. There's going to be a rant. You guys are going to have to get ready for it. I apologize ahead of time for the cursing. It's going to be pretty bad.
Earmuffs, children. Earmuffs.
We got a lot of stuff to talk over. Not only are we talking Elimination Chamber, but we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit of NXT at the end of this. Get you guys caught up on NXT Takeover Unstoppable, which took place a couple Wednesdays ago. Great matches. It's just an overall amazing show. But let's get into it. Today, Elimination Chamber. For the first time ever, we had a tag team championship match inside the Elimination Chamber itself. Both members of a team were stuck inside a pod together. Every 4 minutes, and a team would be let out, and it's tornado tag rules. Basically, no tagging in and out. It's just free for all kind of deal. We had primetime. This is the order they came out and went into the pods. Primetime players. We had Los Matadores. We had K-Swiss, Kid and Cesaro.
The BT.
We had the New Day. Sucks.
New Day rocks.
Shut the hell up. We had starting off the match, the Ascension with Lucha Dragons.
That was pretty solid.
Do we want to just give the ending right now? I know. Again, this week we have Busy here, but Busy had missed the beginning of this pay-per-view, or the entire pay-per-view. So I'm debating whether we should ruin this for him or kind of
New Day?
Sorry, BZ. It's better be a spoiler alert city.
Go ahead.
So we had the New Day pick up the win.
That's
with
right,
that bullshit Freebird rule where they allowed Xavier Woods to stay in the match. Overall, though, this match was the match.
It was pretty solid.
I think that this was by far the best match of the night. I mean, there's no match topped this. I'm sorry, but the
one match topped.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2.
There's a tie. I give it a tie.
1A, 1B.
1A, 1B. I'll give this one 1B.
Yeah.
Just
definitely.
But we'll get into that as we go down through the lineup. But New Day picks up the win. I like this concept. I think this is not the last time we're gonna see This is not the last time we're going to see a tag team championship match decided inside the Elimination Chamber. Whenever we do get this Elimination Chamber to come back, this will happen. It's going to be awesome. This match was the best match. I'm telling you, it's the best tag team match we've seen in the entire year. Unbelievable stuff. The booking was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know where Vince McMahon was, but whoever booked this was on point.
This was. I mean, somewhere out there, Teddy Long was fucking jumping in joy because he had the tag teams all over the place, and this is definitely a big thing with rebuilding the tag division and making the tag division important again. This is definitely helping that out. There was so much into it. I mean, there's so many spots that we can go over and we can talk about.
When Kofi came out and they enter the Elimination Chamber, and he puts the belt up against the Primetime Players pod, and he says, "The champs are here." That was hilarious.
They're a little too cocky, which I kind of like the attitude. It's the attitude that they needed to have. And
they need to just turn heel. That's what we need.
I mean, they line themselves up with the authority? Doesn't that automatically make them a heel?
Fair enough.
You know, I need to see some darker stuff, yes, but I think they're definitely already a heel. I'm trying not to buy into this, and I'm trying not to buy into these guys.
Oh yeah, they're over.
Lucha, come on, Lucha. I need you guys. I
don't know how I feel about Sin Cara. I mean, like, I like half of the Lucha Dragons, but like, I don't know. It just seems like he's not as he doesn't put that much into it.
I mean, no, because I feel like those two can easily put on, like, those two together as a solo competitor. Yeah, Sin Cara, just no. But I think with this tag team, these guys are pretty good. I just realized what I missed the first time watching this. So when Darren Young eliminates Cesaro, Tyson Kidd's on the other side rolling up, I think it was one of the guys from New Day, and actually gets the 3 count, but the ref ignores it.
Oh,
I completely missed that.
For Raw.
I think that's an angle they're gonna work on Raw. Maybe possibly get these guys in again. But I look, my overall impression on this match was that every single team in this match looked strong. Every single team in this match had a legitimate chance to win, even the Ascension, which is really fucking horrible to say.
The Ascension was looking strong for the first 15 minutes of the match.
They were definitely. I mean, the 2 eliminations they picked up at the beginning would definitely help them out. They looked unbelievable. They looked really, really strong. It just, everybody in this match looked great. There's the question now becomes who is your next challenge for the tag team titles? Do you give it to Primetime Players? Do you give it to the Ascension? Do you give it to Lucha? Where do you go from here? And it's really going to become a tough decision to go on.
But I think that makes it pretty awesome because that way we can just keep throwing teams at the New Day.
Oh, exactly.
And we're not going to be mad at it.
Exactly. Well, without a doubt, every team you're going to throw into it at this point, it's going to be amazing, and they're just, everybody's legitimate at this point. I think that was my biggest takeaway from this match was just everybody's legitimacy. Every single team in this match has potential, so it's just a matter of who they go with moving forward.
Can we talk about how hard Cesaro was going the entire time? Even that one time when they threw up, I think it was Connor. No, it was Victor. They threw up Victor, and it looked like it was going to be a 3D almost. But instead, when he was coming down, Cesaro hit him with the uppercut. It was sweet.
Definitely, I think that they had, like I said, they had a lot of great spots. Yep. You have Sin Cara coming off the top of the pod at the beginning of the match, hitting I think it was Victor off of the top of the pod. You have Kalisto, even though he had trouble getting off the pod at first, just taking a nasty superplex off that top of the pod by Cesaro. Before that, he takes an uppercut from Cesaro, which was even bad. But these guys are just, everybody's amazing in this match. I mean, you guys have anything else to say?
I would say the only other thing to point out would be that hell of a drop kick from Cesaro. Just absolutely destroyed him. And then Kalisto jumping off from the top of the Elimination Chamber.
That yell you did at the end of the show just got your throat. I'm just letting you know, you sound so fucking bad. We'll get into that when we get to that for you guys. But my man here sounds horrible right now compared to how he sounded 2 hours ago. Yeah, I think the big thing was the Ascension picking up the two eliminations. I think that's gonna put them over possibly as the first ones to go against New Day.
I honestly hope so.
Just because, I mean, that you can say they looked strong, but you can also say Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, hell of a fucking outing they had. They are they were the final team in there with Primetime Players, and they gave it sorry. Again, sometimes, I talk like an alcoholic because I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. The Primetime Players pushed the New Day to a whole new level, and they pushed them the whole way at the end. So I mean, you could even say they're the rightful ones to the next title shot.
Titus O'Neil looked like a beast the entire time.
He was a monster out there. Yumi, you said it earlier. He's the only guy to make Big E look small.
Yeah.
And he picks him up easily, slams him down like no big deal. I mean, who do you guys give it to? Who do you guys give the next shot to?
I'm with you. Primetime players. They look great. They impressed me.
I'm going with the Ascension. I think the Ascension need to get a win. And
this is why I tell you to go, suck a dick or something, because you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, well, we shall see.
Normally I would say Primetime players, but actually I'm gonna say go with Kid and Cesaro again.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm looking over the notes right now, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell to go on after that. Out of 5 stars, I give this match like a 20.
20 stars. Wow. Okay, I'm giving it a 5. 5 out of 5 stars. Not 20.
4.5.
Okay. Busy out of what you just saw from this match, what do you give it? Because you just saw the ending.
I give it a 5.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I mean, whoever booked this match and whoever was working with these guys when planning out the match, unbelievable. Amazing match.
Great spots. Everybody looked strong. They had audible when they needed audible. Best part, the New Day came out on top.
Calm your fucking tits, all right?
New Day.
Get the fuck out of here with this shit. The next match we saw after this was the Divas match. Nikki defending that title against both Paige and Naomi. Just a couple quick notes I had with the bumps that Nikki was taking. Taking one off the table, which looked really bad on her leg. Taking another one off the ring post and just slamming onto the ground after that. Just amazing stuff coming out of that match for her.
Yeah, Paige looked like a ragdoll at one point. We just kept on watching her just flail around as she got thrown around by Naomi. Outside of that, I mean, it was a pretty solid match. Nothing that really stood out too much for me, but I think compared to some of the stuff we've seen from Nikki in the past, not bad. I was pleased.
I'm definitely loving Naomi as a heel. She's definitely getting over as a heel than she was babyface.
Just get a new song.
I just don't like her song. But she was hitting all of her spots. We saw the rear view.
No, she was not hitting all of her spots.
Yeah, she did.
There was really when she dropped Paige on her head on her foot. No, she botched that move.
Hey, she gets sweaty every now and then. It happens to the best of us.
And that's one thing is we saw some botches in this match, but you give the Divas match 6 minutes, like literally it was 6 minutes exactly. You gotta a triple threat match that's nowhere near enough time. I think they were rushed. I think if they get the 15, 20, 25 minutes that they should have gotten, they kill it. But I feel like just not enough time.
Yep, Nikki went for the rack attack. We saw that, which was luscious as always.
Potential. No, I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah.
No?
I give it a 3.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that 3 out of 5. That's fine.
I had originally given it a 4, keeping it at that. It was, I mean, for 6 minutes worth of stuff, it kept me entertained.
Now this is where you get the best match of the night. And Busy, if you want to walk outside for like 5 minutes while we talk about this, good 5, 10, 15 minutes while we talk about this, we won't blame you, dog. But the next match we had was Kevin Owens versus John Cena.
Oh, wait.
I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it.
I think I'll stay. I want to hear what you guys say. Since I'm gonna watch it regardless tomorrow on the network again. As
you can see on Kurt's iPad right now in front of you, the motherfucker was writing an essay. I swear I don't know how he watched the match, but he was writing an essay the entire time, which really annoyed me. I decided, a minute into the match, I'm watching the match. Put down my phone, put away the computer, and just watch the match. And I can truly say, holy shit.
Did not disappoint, not one bit.
The fact that you only had 2 weeks to build this and you knocked it out of the park. Whoever booked the first 2 hours of this show, you deserve to freaking take over and run the company or something, dude. Like, this... I said it before the match started. It had the big fight feel kind of deal. And we always feel that, and then it flops and it's nothing. This delivered. Beyond anything we could have imagined.
Just wanted to say, if you notice Kevin Owens' shirt, doesn't say NXT on it. No NXT labels or anything like that. Ever since last week, even with his other Fight Owens Fight shirt, no NXT label. So I don't know if that means he's getting the call-up soon or what's going on with that.
So they've already reported that he has gotten a main roster contract. So he is officially staying on the main roster as the NXT champion still. And I kind of, once we go over the match, I'll bring up my next topic. But unbelievable. Epic doesn't even begin to describe how we felt after that match. Like,
yeah, it was super back and forth. I liked the beginning when they had the stare down and they both looked at each other and they raised their belts in front of each other's faces. I thought that was pretty cool.
I think that while on camera and what we're seeing it, there is no such thing as respect for these two. When it came into that ring, they had everything they needed to do. Like, they had the respect for each other inside that ring. They knew what they were doing inside that ring, and it was just the chemistry was just there. Like, I don't know if it was an instant clink kind of deal, but they had everything just right down to how it needed to be.
Yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. They both got their stuff in. We saw the pop-up powerbomb. We saw a bunch of different new moves from him, like a cradle suplex side slam. We even saw him do a moonsault, which was great. Even better, we saw the springboard stunner, everybody's favorite.
Shut the fuck up.
I think we were all just a little pissed that we were just teased with that. Was a package pile drive is the actual name of it.
So he has like a cradle power driver that he usually does, but with WWE banning the power driver, he had to use it as a side slam. Yeah.
Whatever, you got to give a little. It's still pretty sweet.
Even that's a better move than that springboard stunner bullshit.
What is he? 230, 250? And he did that swanton off the top.
Yep, did a nice swanton off the top. That amazing, like the one he did before that was where he popped
the jumping moonsault.
Jumped from the second rope, did a 180 onto the top rope, and then did a backflip moonsault.
What about those clotheslines that they showed over and over and over again?
He was eating those clotheslines up, which was pretty badass. The fact that he uses John Cena's finisher on him, he hits Cena with the attitude adjustment.
Hit them both with the AA. Andy hit him with the "You Can't See Me."
Nah, he didn't hit him with that. Cena reversed it.
Which was, I think, the only bad part about the entire fight was that one. You could tell there was a bit of a delay where he waited for him to reverse. He could. I mean, that's probably the only. That's if you're nitpicking on this fight. Everything else was perfect. And I know we were talking about what was this? Vince versus Triple H, NXT versus WWE, and these two guys, they're almost kind of this two sides of the same coin. Almost when you started to see how. Owens was almost kind of doing his own variation of Super Cena. Like Cena was throwing all this stuff at him, and he was just not going down at all. It was awesome. It was a phenomenal match.
It was poster boy versus poster boy. Really, what it was Triple H's poster boy at NXT versus Vince's poster boy on Raw and SmackDown in the main roster. I don't think Triple H would have let Kevin Owens get steamrolled at any way. I think that this was. Personally, Owens is to take the whole way. I called the win. I thought it would have been a dirty win, which wouldn't have surprised me as much. But the fact that it was a clean win, I love it even more. Does this symbolize the passing of the torch?
I think so. At the end, he grabbed a mic and he says, anyone that doesn't know him isn't worth his time. And he said, John Cena, your time is up and my time is now. So.
And then he gets buried at SummerSlam. No, I actually don't agree with that either. But it was one of the things that I did read online that people were talking about. No, I do think this is the passing of the torch. And even if there wasn't a title exchange, good on Cena for helping someone out. I do agree, though, with you, Greedy, in terms of him kind of dipping. He was completely gone by the time.
Don't be a bitch. Just fine. You want to sell it? Roll off to the side, stay in the ring. Don't be a bitch and disappear 5 seconds, like 2 seconds after you get pinned. Come on. if you really want to pass it on and give this man the opportunity, at least give him the respect to show him, like, you know, hey, I'm actually hurt. Let me sell this a little bit better. It's what he did for when The Rock beat him. And he had no respect for The Rock when he did that. He left the ring right away. There's no respect there.
But good on Owens. He made the moment his own. He sure as hell knows how to get a crowd riled up and kind of pretty much not, well, they obviously, he's a favorite, but in the sense of acting as a heel and getting people to really kind of just get a little bothered by him. He does an excellent job at that.
He knows how to be an asshole.
Yep.
Does this open the door for NXT challenges on the main roster if Kevin Owens keeps the NXT title?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And if so, then how does this affect the network? Because the whole point of the network is NXT is kind of attached to the network, right? I would love to see it. I would love to see Raw have an NXT championship match at one point. But then again, that takes away from your whole, this is NXT, this is what makes the network amazing kind of deal.
The exclusivity of it, essentially.
I would love to see NXT title be defended more than every 3 months on the Takeover. Does that, you know, for me, I feel like that could be the great opportunity for Raw. But then you're taking down the whole NXT Takeover part. That kind of drives down the Takeover. So it's a lot of give and take on whether or not to do it or pull the plug on that or not. I would love to see it happen. I just want to see what you guys thought about that.
I don't think it's permanent, honestly. I think that NXT belt's going to make its way back into NXT. It's just a means of figuring out what to do with Owens. Actually, let me ask you now. Well, maybe I'm jumping the gun in terms of the 2 matches from now for the IC belt. But given the conclusion of that, do you think maybe using Owens and some of the push he has to try and maybe build that up a little bit, you think that would work in terms of a trade-off? He gives up that NXT championship, lets someone else take over it, obviously, in NXT.
I can tell you for a fact he's not going to give up the title for at least 2 months.
Okay.
So I mean that's the biggest disappointment is that NXT is pre-recorded. The matches 2 months out are already set, so we know for a fact come July, even August possibly, he's still going to be NXT champion. You know, I feel like he should, in order for him to, this is a whole completely, this goes everywhere with this thought. Because it's like, okay, if you're going to be on the roster, why hold the title? Give the title up. Let's give it to somebody else. But then you have Samoa Joe still beefing with him in the NXT. And this is go back to what you said earlier with the whole, how many rivalries does he have set up right now? He has so much going on in NXT. I think that this timing is horrible for bringing him on permanently to the main roster. Just because he has so much going on at NXT right now that I think he needs to focus on one or the other. Either keep your battles in NXT going or just come to the main roster and stay on the main roster kind of deal.
I think he's going to stay on the NXT roster for a little bit. It's almost at the point where it's a similar situation from when Paige came up, when she had won the Divas title and she was still the NXT Women's Champion. And she had to give that up a little later after that, but
the week after
he's gonna be the champ for a little bit longer, and I think it's due to injuries that they have right now. So I mean they need the people down there at the moment. They have Hideo's hurt. They have
Zayn, and that's it.
Sammy is hurt. So I mean right now they are gonna.
But you have Ty Dillinger, you have Rhino, you have Baron Corbin, you have all the other stars that are there that could easily step. You have Solomon Crow, who gave him the hell of a match on Wednesday past NXT.
I think Solomon Crow and Finn Balor, it's their time to shine, and even Tyler Breeze. Now that the top 2 guys, I think that we're gonna either get a call up or get the belt after Kevin Owens are hurt. I think for those 3, it's their time to shine right now. Especially, we'll cover NXT in a little bit, but like the main event was an open challenge for the title, and Solomon Crow versus Kevin Owens was actually a pretty solid match.
I don't know. I feel like I can go back and forth on this all night, just because there's so much positive and negative that goes with it. Undeniable. The match itself was unbelievable tonight. Yes, Kevin Owens wins it with a pop-up power bomb. And then solid promo at the end. I think, without a doubt, I think we all give it 5 stars.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I give it the 57 T-shirts that John Cena horribly made out of 5 stars. But, you know, It's a promo from SmackDown for those of you guys who don't know. This is when you get the turn to the bad hours and the bad matches.
We were talking about how bad we felt for everybody that had to follow the Owens and Cena match. It was just like a downhill slope after that. Well, not too much towards the very, very end. But
no, let's not even get into that. No.
We'll get into that a little bit.
Yeah. After this, we had. Wait, any last thoughts about Kevin Owens and John Cena before we move on?
Not move along.
No, I think we're good.
You sure, Mr. Essay? Did we go over everything on your essay over there?
Yeah.
You sure? I know it takes you a while to read that because it's a lot, but I'll let you give you 10 seconds. You good?
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm good.
Song.
Right? I'm telling you, this motherfucker's like fucking high school or something like that.
It's called being a professional. Something you would never know nothing about.
It's called you completely missed most 90% of the match.
It's called the network habit. Pay $99 a month for it.
Does it really help you right now that we're talking about it though?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Moving on, we had Adrian Neville versus Bo Dallas.
I'm gonna need you to take off that first name. Thank you.
I'm gonna need the WWE to stop calling him the sensational one. Thank you.
The man that gravity forgot.
I'm fine with that. Don't call him the sensational one.
Too long. Cut it short.
I flipped the shit when she said it, and I
started smashing a pillow on the ground like a child.
It was a tantrum. I don't give a fuck.
I know. I completely understand.
I think you would have done a lot worse if I had given you a pillow at the end of the.
Oh yeah, no. I would have set your house on fire if you gave me anything. I would set your house on fire with a pillow.
Okay.
We do not endorse setting people's houses on fire, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Adrian Neville versus Bo Dallas.
Well, this is the match. I honestly think this match would have been a good match to start it off with. Even though the tag team championship was good, I would have liked this maybe to start it off. I mean, honestly, well, first thing, actually, I think Neville needs better competition.
Neville should have been in the IC title match. That's what should have happened.
And the other thing, I need to see that red arrow less. No, I'm serious. I'm starting to, or at least more variety.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm honestly, it's not as special seeing it
exactly.
every damn week.
Every damn week I'm seeing it all the time. It's just if he can maybe throw a couple more moves in, or it doesn't necessarily be a finisher, but just mix it up a little more, give me a little more variety. I think it's starting to get not stale, but it's getting there.
I think it has. I think that has to do with who he's facing as well. I think with Barrett and with Cena, we saw a lot more variety, and then, he would have. I think. Does he need something else to finish with? Sure, you can't always finish from the top rope. Just because we're seeing it right now, though, doesn't mean it's becoming stale. It's still the best move going on right now. Second best move going on right now, and it's not number one move is not the freaking stunner. The number one move right now going around
I don't even
is.
have to say it because you already know.
No, I'd put the pop power bomb before that. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I would like to see another finisher from him just because you can't always win matches from the top rope. You can't. Unless we had a cruiserweight division, you can't win every match off the top rope. These heavyweight matches are not going to give you anywhere. Even the Intercontinental matches, you can't win those off the top rope. So yes, I can see where you can say, yeah, he needs a new finisher. That whole red arrow becoming stale, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't.
But it's always it's one of those things where it's just okay, all right, when's the red arrow going to show up?
Well, okay, then let me play devil's advocate for a second. When are we gonna? It's like saying when is the Dirty Deeds gonna pop up?
That's fine. I'm not amazed by Dirty Deeds. When I see Dirty Deeds, I'm like, all right, Dirty Deeds. All right, it happened. It's nothing special. When I saw Red Arrow the first time, I was like, whoa, that's fucking awesome. Now it's just like, Red Arrow. He's spinning around again.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't give you as much as an excitement as the springboard stunner when you
Shut
see
your
it.
face hole. Shut your whore mouth.
The reason that it surprised you the first time is just because you first saw him the first time. It's how it is with everything.
No, I get that. But, how long has Neville been on the main roster now?
Since WrestleMania.
Okay, and for me to already be feeling like this about this particular move?
How long? Okay, so how long was it before you're feeling that way for Dirty Deeds?
Probably the same amount of time. So
but you're not going to make the complaint about Dirty Deeds
because it's not ever considered one of the best moves in the in WWE.
They don't consider it the best moves. I'm considering it the best.
Okay,
move.
Fine, fair. Even if you consider it the best move, it's still getting boring. Give me something more.
I think he needs to work on having like other like, what are they, not special moves, but like signature moves. Like Orton has like the DDT from the ropes. He has the RKO. He has the punt. He has a couple different things. Neville just needs to work on that. But I mean, that'll come in time.
But I will give you the fact that, you know, facing Bo Dallas, there's not much. I like Bo, but
I like I was expecting NXT, which was horrible because it's just an expectation you're not going to get. Because NXT, they killed it. They murdered NXT in both matches they had.
It was actually nice because we saw a lot of guys from NXT on this Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
I think they said 13 of the competitors in tonight's paper.
Was it 14?
13.
13? Okay.
Were from NXT, including the two that main evented 14 would have been Roman Reigns, but he didn't have a match.
Fair enough.
Side thing, just one thing. Speaking of specials, you said it earlier, like Bo needs a different special. That running Bo dog it's getting a little tired.
Sir, it's called the Stratisfaction. Thank you very much.
That's a Bo dog.
It's a Stratisfaction.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Oh, just like it's a springboard stunner. It's a Stratisfaction.
Yeah, springboard stunner.
It's a stunner though, right?
Yeah, springboard.
So then this is a Stratisfaction. This is a running Stratisfaction. Does that make it better?
No, it's a Bo dog.
Then just like springboard
Honestly,
stunner doesn't make it any better.
More cleaner than his is.
It's a Stratisfaction. All right, get him a new move. Stop ripping off a diva.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Talks like a diva.
Whew, that's a whole nother level.
It's called positivity. Get some. New Day does.
Go fuck your mother.
New Day rocks.
I didn't
Out of 5, what do you give the match?
I don't think I got it right. I give it a 3.
It
had a really slow
3.
build. 3.
Yeah, 3.
Horrible placement. I think the placement of this match just really killed it for the guys. There's no way you can follow this. Busy, we understand if you don't want to talk for the next hour while this is going on. We completely understand.
All right.
Just pay attention to the match. And then we had the IC title Elimination Chamber match.
Match full of jobbers.
Job City.
The joke going around has been Jobber City, all that good stuff.
What were they thinking? Putting
I'll give you the rant. I'll give you the rant on Greedy's corner. Cause I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I don't want to rant right now.
There you go. Look out for Greedy's corner, everybody.
Greedy's corner is coming tomorrow.
So it was Mark Henry versus Ryback versus Sheamus versus Truth versus Barrett versus Ziggler.
Really, I mean, the fact that they went with Mark Henry to replace Rusev.
I wasn't even thinking about it. It made sense from where they're at because he's from Texas. But
you got to give it an extra. You have Barrett and you had Sheamus as heels. Yeah, you could have thrown in a third heel, but I think it's like he says, it's we're in Corpus Christi. The man's from Texas, whatever.
They had to make him get a return somehow.
Let's make him. I mean, the same could have been some for Big Show, which would have been just as bad. I fire whoever booked this match.
I was right though. Ryback. God, I hate being right.
Did you call Ryback?
I did call Ryback.
That's super disappointing.
You'll get a rant on Greedy's corner. I can't.
Oh, and the fact that R-Truth eliminated someone. Hell froze over.
Oh yeah. I thought the ref botched the pin.
Yeah, I swear I thought he did too. Yeah, busy. R-Truth pinned King Barrett as the first elimination.
Wow.
Being king gets you
now.
nothing.
Why do you think he pinned him first?
So my theory behind this, during the match, Barrett throws Ziggler into Mark Henry's pod, and he breaks the pod open.
Damn.
So Mark Henry has no choice but to enter the match. Mark Henry wasn't scheduled to enter the match until 5th or 6th. So that completely threw off the timing on the entire match. So that match went to shit. Literally, it went to shit at that point. Because Mark Henry was at one point sitting against the ropes waiting, and then Barrett goes to pin Ziggler, and he breaks the count. He has no idea. Mark Henry has no idea what to do because it's not his spots.
Mark Henry was standing over everybody, watching them wrestle like Hincho watches everyone play in WWE when we played that game. It was terrible.
Get out the ring and fucking build your special. You do not fucking play WWE that way. Fucking learn the moves. Fucking choose John Cena for God's sakes. 5 moves, that's it.
It was 1 year ago, guys. This was over a year ago, and you guys are still salty as shit about all this.
Yes, we are. We will never get over. Hincha, I'm buying the next WWE.
I'm dying.
No more for your ass.
Oh my god.
With a new day.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's funny.
And
I like that reference. It's hysterical.
Well, then we also have Sheamus' pod breaking in quotes, and it's stuck, and he can't get out. I mean, I think we all agree that it was just a means. Huh?
He'll move. I'm not surprised at that one.
I love it.
Suppose you can break it with a broker.
No, he the whole point was he wanted to wait till everybody was down before coming in and taking just easy pins.
Very slow.
I give this match a 2. Not even a 2. I give this match a 1. I was gonna say 0 just because I hated the finish, but I'll give it a 1.
I had written down a 2.5 just so I felt nice.
2.5 because you got the prediction right.
You probably, yeah. I felt good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3.
3?
What?
Yeah.
3?
I saw my man Sheamus bro kick like 7 people.
So you think this was as good as the Bo Dallas Neville match?
Yep, that and Divas match. 3s.
We apologize to you listeners for Kurt's crack addiction, which he's apparently on lately. We're trying to get him some help. We'll set up an intervention later on. If you listeners want to join in with us, we'll let you know.
We were all bitching for at least 3 podcasts now about doing something with the IC title, getting it back to a place where it actually means something, and you give it to Ryback.
Stop it. You're tempting me.
You gave it to Ryback.
You give it to the motherfucker that injured Rusev in the first place. You give it to the motherfucker that injured CM Punk for the...
and he also almost killed Ziggler.
Yeah, like
3 times.
Yeah, he did.
So, from where you guys are telling, I say this is just probably a placeholder. I'll probably say they're probably about...
If you wanted a fucking placeholder, you'd give it to fucking Sheamus, who does a better fucking job. I apologize. I'm okay. Greedy's Corner is coming up this week. You guys can read it there.
Again, Jobber City.
Wow. So, I say this title changes next pay-per-view then, which is what? Money in the Bank?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Money in the Bank. Can't wait.
I apologize for my outrage, guys. Blame me.
Meh.
Fuck. I got nothing coming out of this match. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You've just made me... I don't even want to buy the IC title belt anymore. Like, I'd rather buy a Divas Championship than buy the IC title belt.
Now you have to, you know that, right?
I don't have to.
I think you do.
I think you're on crack.
No.
Yes. Stop sharing Curtis's crack.
Sharing is caring.
It's true.
You just buy an NXT title belt.
Exactly. And then you have our main event. Dean Ambrose versus I'm sorry, I can't. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. With the finish that I think I'm gonna remember my entire life, just because of the reaction in this room, and the fact that I'm probably gonna get bitched at in the morning because my parents probably woke up.
What do you want me to do?
It was legit for 7 seconds.
Oh, shut your face. I'm not gonna lie though, for as much as a Gene supporter and as much as I love Seth Rollins, that match, like the first half of it, was fucking boring as fuck.
It's slow build.
Yes,
and
build.
These guys, those two can do the best slow build and then get you back in.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm thinking just as an overall product. So you gave me, let's see, you gave me Kevin Owens, then you gave me the Bo Dallas match.
Like I said, this pay-per-view.
No, I'm saying though, but it you have such shit, and then this starts off as kind of crappy in my opinion. I'm just like I was starting to tap out, and then everything transpired. So,
I mean, I thought it was a great match. I'm giving this match 4 stars. I'm already saying it, but I don't know, these two. Whenever these two get in the ring, I can sit through the slowest pace in the world, and I'm still gonna stick with this match because it's the 2 guys that I know can put it all on the line. You start going back and forth on these 2 guys, and it's just Great matches. I think we had a couple great suicide dives out of the ropes. We had a fucking hell of a clothesline, after clothesline after clothesline after clothesline by both guys. Just a real back and forth match towards the end there. I'm still dying to see the Phoenix Splash.
Yeah, you kept on asking for it over and over and over.
Every time he goes to the top ropes, I'm just expecting a Phoenix Splash. For those of you who don't know what the Phoenix Splash is, it's the movie hit John Cena on at the Royal Rumble. The finish was funny and interesting. So
it was heart-wrenching is what it was.
We get Dean Ambrose coming off the top rope, hitting Rollins grabbing the referee and getting him in the way so that Ambrose can hit the referee and knock the referee out. From there, you get a little bit of interference from J&J Security, from Kane. And then you get Dean Ambrose hitting dirty deeds on Seth Rollins. To which we get the cover, we're all counting along, and we finally get the referee.
Another referee.
And the second referee comes out, and we're expecting to kick out. The entire world is expecting to kick out. Are you expecting to kick out, Busy?
Of course, yeah.
We get the 1, 2, 3. We get the legit 1, 2, 3.
Dead ass in the middle of the ring.
Dead in the center. He doesn't even move. Like, no, maybe he kicks out kind of deal. Nothing. Straight 1, 2, 3. And they announce Gene's Ambrose and Gene gets the title, and
we woke the house up.
Yumi wakes the house up, wakes the neighborhood up.
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta wipe off this. I'm about to cry right now.
Don't start crying just yet.
And then the second referee gets up about 7 seconds later.
Just magically pops up.
And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and reverse this. We'll give Dean Ambrose the win. No problem, Jeans. You win it by disqualification. So your winner is Dean Ambrose. Your champion is Seth Rollins. And gentlemen, I will tell you what
the fuck.
No, it makes perfect sense actually.
What Seth Rollins told us on Friday at AwesomeCon, which we'll get into in a little bit. By any means necessary.
Yeah, he lived true to that statement.
So, of course, you put your hand on referee, that's automatically disqualification. Automatic, all the time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It makes sense. At the end of the day, I think as long as Seth's been World Heavyweight Champion, he hasn't gotten a clean win, right? He hasn't pinned anyone yet. I think it's always been a combination of things occurring.
Clean win, no. He's gotten the pins. He's gotten pinfalls.
Does he? Okay. Well, either one. He has one clean. It still works with the whole. I mean, that's just kind of the character he's playing now, right? He's kind of He's got his weasel wins and all that stuff. The moment he's gonna start winning clean, in my opinion, is the moment Triple H turns on him. Just watch. It's bound to happen.
Spoiler alert.
Jerk.
Yeah. The whole time leading up to this, we were expecting Roman Reigns to come out, which he does, because we get the beatdown from J&J and Kane on Dean Ambrose. So you get Reigns to come down for the save. The promo during the pre-show just made it seem he's like, yeah, I got your back in the corner. I'm always in your corner kind of deal, and it just gives you that whole he's gonna turn heel on him kind of deal. So the whole time we're expecting that, we don't get it. The show ends with Ambrose running away with the title.
Oh, again, great.
Shades of I'm gonna steal the tag title, IC title this week, and
nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
So without a doubt, 2 weeks from now we get the rubber match with Rollins and Ambrose.
Rematch.
Yeah. They're kind of 1-1 now, so you're gonna get that rubber match kind of deal going. Yeah, 4 stars.
Yeah, 4 stars.
3.
Because of the
The salt is real.
The salt is real. Yeah.
The salt is real.
My man Cena ate that ass.
I want to send a special
hold on. Speaking of eating ass, didn't Ryback say that? I'm gonna eat your ass. He did say that.
He said I'll eat your ass up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, this is who we want to be our IC champion, guys. Awesome.
The big guy. Special shout out to Renee Young for standing by her man on Twitter.
I think that was the best reactionary tweets I've seen all night. Was Renee Young just in pure joy turned to pure agony 10 seconds later. It was amazing. That was awesome. Renee Young, we love you. You have an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of good wrestling, and then you have the hour right in between of pure shit show. I can't. You're toying with my emotions. I'm gonna fucking like hills. You're going on my fucking emotions here.
Well, I thought there were at least learner lessons from.
Sorry, go ahead.
From that Royal Rumble a couple of years ago. Remember when they started off with Wade Bryant, Daniel Bryan and
Bray Wyatt.
Sorry, I've been working
drinking.
Just say
you're drunk. Just say you're drunk.
I'm drunk. Right.
Just say you're drunk. Just alcohol everywhere.
But yeah, I thought I would learn that lesson from when Wyatt and Bryan started Royal Rumble, and then they were the match of that pay-per-view, and then everything else was shit.
No, everything else was shit because Daniel Bryan wasn't in the Royal Rumble. That's completely different. This is. I can't even compare it. Like I can't think of anything right now. I'm just this pay-per-view has got me all over the place. I'm mentally exhausted.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
No, it honestly seems like two different people like decided to take half and half.
Hey, you take an hour break. You take an hour lunch. I got this part.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, you got this right now? Yeah, I got this. Just completely burns the whole place down.
All right, I'm back.
Fucked up.
So overall, what do you guys give this pay-per-view?
The 2 hours, I'll give it a 5. The hour, I give it a 0.
4 out of 5 the entire pay-per-view because there was like
I
two
should
matches
slap the little fur off your face. It's a 3.5 at best.
At most, it was a 3.
You
You need to lay off the crack, sir. If you're gonna come to this table, you need to lay off the crack.
No, go ahead.
Well, I think my man Kurtz must be still on that post Awesome Con, whatever.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that in like a minute. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm interested here.
Yeah, the only thing that really I think takes away from this whole night is just that IC. I think honestly that IC title was the straw that broke the camel's back. After we had the Kevin Owens win, okay, we're at our climax, right? Bo Dallas Neville. As much as we didn't like it, I think it was just more poor positioning in the card rather than anything else.
If that's even right after the Divas match, I think that's still a better match.
Yeah. That IC title, I think most people just tapped out there.
Yeah, the crowd was dead by that.
Yeah. And then you bring that crowd into that title match. Again, personally, I don't think it was the best title match in the world, but it did have its I guess it did have its appeal. Even though there was highway robbery involved.
By any means necessary.
But yeah, that IC title match is really what brings it down. I have a problem saying that this was a 4-star match purely because of that jobber, that 6-man jobber.
Yeah, 6-man jobber elimination chamber match. Corpus Christi, get it together because you guys were kind of flat. I was a little disappointed in the crowd.
Corpus Christi.
I don't care what it's called.
I know you want Krispy Kreme donuts, but it's Corpus Christi.
And shout out to the guy in the Bruins jersey, since you were the only person who decided to start any chants the entire night. The one-man chant show.
Just, don't dance next time because you're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, when R-Truth came out and he started, like, bobbing around. Oh, it was cringeworthy. It was bad. Also, how are you a Bruins fan in Dallas? And more importantly, why are you wearing a hockey sweater in the middle of Texas heat?
What is it, 102 over there?
If I'm in Dallas, if I move anywhere, I'm wearing a Caps jersey wherever I go. Like you can't trash the man for following his team.
The Bruins weren't in the playoffs.
I was gonna say they weren't even in the playoffs.
Okay, so you're gonna trash somebody because they're actually loyal to their team?
No, I'm gonna trash him because he's wearing a
jersey.
No, you're trashing him because he's loyal.
I'm trashing him because he's wearing a sweater.
You're trashing him because he's loyal. You said just because he has a Bruins jersey on, that means he's a fan.
So you're defending the Bruins right now.
I'm defending a fan.
No,
I'm all about.
You're not. You're defending the Bruins. Cut that shit out.
Okay, you hear that, guys? You hear that, world? You hear that, world? You hear that, world? Kevin is a Bruins fan.
I have more respect for somebody that comes up to me, regardless of what happens, and says, I'm a fucking Buffalo Sabres fan.
I'm in your head.
Who's the champ right now?
I'm in your head.
Wherever I go, I'm going to fucking follow the team. Props to that man.
No. Shitty city. Called it.
Oh, completely. Props to that man.
Awesome Con.
Mr. Seth Rollins.
First 3.5 hours worth that awesome, I can tell you that much.
So we get to Awesome Con, and you know what? We're going straight for Seth Rollins. That's what we came here. Let's find out where he is.
That's
Let's find out what time everything's at. We get in line. We're kind of one of the first few people, first 20, 30 people in line.
14 I counted.
Did you really?
Yeah, we were 12, 13, and 14.
I'm amazed how you can remember that.
It's just numbers.
We just got there early.
So we get there, and the crowd starts saying, "Oh yeah, he's gonna get here by 2," because it was the guy that was in front of us that apparently had another stand. Howie, I think was his name.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, we heard he's gonna get here by 2." So we're like, "All right, cool, we'll stick around." We hadn't eaten all day.
Fuck you for lying, Howie. We should have fucking took your advice.
Howie, if you, I don't know if these guys talked to you about this. If you're listening to us, fuck you, dude. No, we're lying.
You're cool, Howie.
You're cool. So we're here 2 o'clock. So we're like, all right, cool. 2 hours. We'll wait. We'll get our signatures. We'll go get some food afterwards. 3:30 hits around. Mind you, we've been there since 12:30. 3:30 hits. Hey guys, he's gonna do this after the Q&A panel at 7 o'clock at night.
Everyone looked at each other and said, "Oh." And I think we all woke up early that day, and none of us thought about eating breakfast. We were just like, "Well, when we get there, it's no worries."
I had coffee, and that was it.
Damn, that was a nice one.
Yeah, it was all right. So 3:30 hit. We're like, fuck this. We went for food. Got in line for the photo op.
Pause. Shout out to that Jamaican, Caribbean, Jamaican, whatever you're from. That jerk chicken stand. I love you. I'm sorry I didn't go back for the egg rolls. Please, I'm so sorry. Come back.
I had the jerk chicken egg rolls, which are fucking amazing.
Worst mac and cheese ever.
Oh, come on.
It was awful, and I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur.
I'm not going to lie to you. Why did you go to a jerk chicken stand and get macaroni and cheese?
I was going to get the Philly cheesesteak, but she was like, "Oh, the mac and cheese."
Again. Now, okay, not even again. My next question is, you went to a Caribbean
they had
food
barbecue
stand.
chicken there too, though.
And you were going to order a Philly cheesesteak as your second option?
They didn't have Philly cheesesteak. He was going to go to the Philly cheesesteak stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about...
She just popped up with the mac and cheese first.
Yeah, he was like literally walking away, and she walks up with the thing. So I was like, I'll just take that.
So you should have just gotten the jerk chicken.
I know, it looked delish.
He's a bitch when it comes to spicy.
No, I love the spice.
Hey, props out the crib though. Go and fight your mortal enemy, the steak and cheese.
Only Kenny's.
He just wants to get bitched out again. So we have lunch, and then we go get in line for photo ops. And while we're waiting for photo ops, they tell us that he's going to be signing right after photo ops. So as soon as photo op is done, we run over to get the signatures.
We all look at each other like, what the fuck?
I don't know who to believe anymore kind of deal, so we're just like, whatever. They said it over the PA, so that's made it official.
That was the only thing that they made it official. It was terribly uncoordinated in the very beginning.
For those of you guys who haven't checked out our website, rafterspodcast.com, the background picture is us with Seth Rollins, which is the most badass picture in the world. I think that was our greatest achievement this weekend.
By far.
By far the best thing we could have done.
Shout out to the Red Ranger.
Shout out to the Red Ranger who said hello to Kurt and asked him to go to his booth afterwards, talk to him.
You never went. You
You just left him hanging, dog.
I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry.
You left him hanging.
Actually, when we walked by the booth, he wasn't even there. The Black Ranger was there. And I see the Black Ranger there all the time.
He's over there every Awesome Con.
All of them are. All of them are. Every year.
Was Karen Sorbo there?
No.
Really? I know he was there last year.
Jason Mewes and the other guy were hysterical, though. Mortal Kombat guy.
Just kept on yelling at each other.
Mortal Kombat. The entire time was the best thing ever.
Seth Rollins freaked out. He was like, what the hell is that?
That happened right when you guys were signing up.
Shit, like, welcome to DC.
Oh, hell of a suplex. Hell of a suplex reversal.
So we take the picture. We do the shield pose.
We do the shield pose. Shout out to Kurt over here for calling that out.
Best 5 seconds of my life.
Happened by so quickly. Hey, how you doing? Hi, nice to meet you. Flash.
Thanks, guys. Q&A panel was awesome.
I think I just broke character.
I just want
I
to
said my government.
You said.
I said my government. I said my government.
Do I have to edit that?
Yes.
Let's
That's too late.
It's too late now.
I just want to let everyone know, like, Seth Rollins was super cool. I know he probably had, like, a long-ass day, even from, like, flying from wherever the hell he came from. Like, he was still super cool, like, doing the pictures and autographs. And the Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A was badass. Yeah, the pedigree is his finisher, guys. Well, that's something we learned. Yep.
Yeah, that was his answer. Yep. Even actually before that, he did not appreciate the fact that I showed him the Everything's Coming Up Rollins poster. He's like,
so badass.
He, for those who don't know, on Society 6, I think that's the site, right?
I think so.
They have this poster that I purchased of, it essentially says Everything's Coming Up Rollins, and it's Millhouse as Seth Rollins.
So cool.
As I unrolled the poster and handed it to Seth for him to sign, his reaction was, "Really? Millhouse?" Then heard the guy yell Mortal Kombat, got scared. Or maybe not scared, but startled. Signed my poster, and then, yeah. But yeah, the Q&A was amazing. Kurt over here decided to make a fool out of all of us.
Of all the questions you could have asked him in the world,
hey,
you had to fuck up and question the man's signature.
Yeah, did you look at it?
Look for the reactions. Look at the reactions. Sorry, we're watching the end of the Kevin Owens match. I want Busy to look at the reactions around the crowd right now. This is Undertaker level of reaction kind of deal.
Yeah, there were some heartbroken children there. It was hilarious.
Kevin Owens just made some children.
You guys gotta check out
cry.
Elimination Chamber.
Little kid, he's so
Twitter.
salty in the
Watch, keep watching.
Oh no!
It's the okay, for
The
you guys,
salt is real.
the guy that's
It's the streak
the
2.0?
guy that's crying.
Streak 2.0.
Is that end of the streak?
There's a girl in Austin gear that's gonna come up in a second. That's kind of heartbreaking. Yeah.
Look at her. That's gonna be on Raw.
Her first mistake was buying that headband.
Worst part, she buys it at that pay-per-view itself. Doesn't buy it ahead of time. She buys it when she gets there.
Ooh. But yeah, going back to Awesome Con. Oh yeah, so Kurt decides to ask Seth Rollins about his autograph and what it means.
I could have told you going into that. That those little two lines are L's.
Yeah, he said it said Rollins. There was no O. There's no N. Just
when you do your signature, do you literally spell out every single letter in your name?
yes, I do. It's called
Fuck
signature.
your signature. Fuck your signature.
So do you write for your signature instead of?
So to give a little bit of context, young Curtis here decided to ask him if it said SR high.
I thought he said hi to me. I was so psyched.
I was sitting right next to him, and I did that slow creep look over at him.
Oh, you did the Stewie.
I looked at him.
The Stewie. He did the Stewie.
Stared at him, and then looked at Seth, and just the disgust in his face from that question. He was just like,
It's like, of all the things you could have asked me, this is what you're asking me?
he's like, you can think that's what it means, but it's not. You know, it's just,
We definitely made an
R.
impact on him that day. That we did.
No, he's like, you paid $300. I don't know how much dollars you paid.
Whoa!
And you asked me
Who paid $300 for what? For a Q&A? Crazy.
Yeah.
What was the cost of getting in there? Whatever that cost was.
$30.
$30.
Okay, you paid money and you asked him that question.
Yeah.
Well,
He'll definitely remember
You
me
could
next
have
time.
asked any other question in the world.
No, that's what I wanted to ask. I had to confirm that.
What crack have you been smoking this whole week?
It's delish.
It's been genuine.
Okay, so if you're gonna rag on him, what would you have asked him, Kevin? Since you didn't ask a question.
I would have gone similar to what they asked Natalia. Favorite, like, who would you want to face off either before, like, any era?
Boring. Everyone's gonna ask you that.
I would have asked them what is his all-time favorite match watching and performing is.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have asked about the Shield if they're ever gonna if he ever sees them getting back together.
Why did you ask a question? I just realized that you didn't ask a question.
Really, they're gonna pick on me after your stupid fucking question?
No.
They avoided anything around us because of you.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
You burned
Fucking
the bridge.
dipshit.
This guy got scared and didn't want to ask a question.
Fucking dipshit.
But yeah, no. But seriously though, shout out to Natalia and Seth for doing that. It was really cool. We learned
Really cool.
I learned a lot just from hearing them out, and you can definitely tell there's a good amount of there's a lot of passion that just oozes out of both of them when they talk about what they do, and it's actually really it's really cool to see someone who's pursued their dreams, pursued their passion, is doing something that they really love, because it really shows when they just talk about it. And just that there's actually this picture that we have of Natalia where she's just like completely like just like mouth wide open smiling. Like it's actually really cool.
Special shout out to Natalia, our newest follower on Twitter. Natty, we love you. Thank you for following us. Thank you for Friday. It was amazing at AwesomeCon. Thank you for what you do in the ring. Hashtag BETE, best team ever.
Yeah, I think they realized that there's a big passion for wrestling in DC, and that's good because that's gonna like hopefully maybe if anyone asks like, should we go to like an AwesomeCon if like Ambrose or Neville or whoever ever comes, and they could like recommend like go over there because there's a lot of passionate fans there, and I think they appreciate that. Yeah,
that was a kid who asked if we were ever gonna get a WrestleMania here.
It was the guy like 2 rows in front of us that had the hat that you mentioned.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna mention.
No, we're good.
What hat?
No, don't worry about it.
We'll tell you off recording.
Okay.
But yeah, hopefully maybe one day I will be sitting in the Verizon Center watching a WrestleMania.
Or at least
first off, they would never come to Verizon Center for WrestleMania.
Too small,
Too small. I'm just
football stadium.
Football stadium.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Not even a stadium.
FedEx.
No, FedEx. FedEx because it can fit 100,000 people.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe
MNT. I don't know what the record of
MNT is a little smaller.
Yeah. FedEx would make sense because of the amount of people.
Okay. Well, either way, I just want
the DC or not the new DC.
No, they need something that holds at least minimum 70,000.
Oh.
WrestleMania, the first thing they're looking at now. Back in 2000, before 2000, yeah, Verizon Center they would have picked it. But I think ever since WrestleMania 22 or 23, 22. After WrestleMania 22, they wanted to look at everything outdoors, big venues, 70,000 plus.
And then I guess you got to realize like how many people come from like all across the world for WrestleMania,
or come from Germany to AwesomeCon to meet Seth Rollins.
Shout out to the 2 people from Germany that we ran into that were just here just for that apparently.
Yeah, man.
For those of you guys who don't see, Curtis over here has a picture with one of the guys wearing the NXT title.
The belt was pretty sweet.
Pretty bad. I gotta get that title. Amazing time, absolutely amazing time.
And then I'm hoping next year, give me Kevin Owens and give me Paige.
Oh. Fantasy book.
I would buy VIP for those 2.
Oh man, I'd be like Sub-Zero praying.
Shout out to Sub-Zero praying for Natty. Guys, we've had an amazing weekend.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and shift gears a little bit, and I think this is gonna be mainly me and Kurt talking right now. NXT Takeover Unstoppable. Unfucking believable.
Everyone killed it on that show.
Was no. So the only match that I had a feeling was gonna kind of kill it would have been Corbin versus Rhino.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. But I mean, honestly, you're right. Like that was the only like.
But even then, it was still decent. Not even a slow build. They were fast paced the entire way. Just the brutality behind their match was amazing. It was great.
It felt very ECW-esque.
Yes. Oh god, I had notes from that one as well. Just an amazing show, dude. It was unbelievable. For you guys, seriously, if you don't have the WWE Network, what the hell are you doing? Yeah. Jump! I know you just got it.
NXT is definitely worth it. At least get Hulu Plus or something.
You can't get NXT on Hulu Plus.
You can't get NXT on Hulu Plus.
NXT is exclusively on the network.
Yeah. You're thinking about Raw, but that's like a week. It's like a week after.
I think that's where I was watching it.
Exclusive, Doug. I want to ask your opinion, and I have a feeling I know your answer on this one. Did NXT officials fuck up by not pulling the trigger on Enzo and Big Cass?
Yes. But that's fine. We can wait. They need more tag teams anyway, and Enzo needs to build up his ring skills, so it's all good.
That flying DDT off the top rope, though. That tornado DDT.
That was epic.
Definitely an amazing match. I don't know. My thing is this, right? The crowd is hot. You need to put. It's all about timing when it comes to who you pull the trigger on and who you don't. And I think that it's that.
I think they're starting to feel that though. Like compared to last year, I think they're starting to feel who's hot, who's not, who the crowd really does like, and who they don't.
Well, they sold out. They sold out Albany. They sold out Philly twice.
Yeah.
And the crowds in all 3 places, they periscoped the part where Enzo and Big Cass come out. and the crowd is just all over their promo. Like, the guys are silent and the promo is being done. Like, the crowd is ready for these guys to take those belts. I'm very disappointed that they didn't get it. I think that's a big fuck up on NXT's part. Does it affect them at any point? Hell no. Because I can guarantee you they're going to pull that trigger any minute now.
Yeah. But
I think that Unstoppable was the program to do it. I mean, you had just... It was the right time. I think that was where you needed to pull it. How about Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch?
I consider Sasha Banks like the Ricky Steamboat of like NXT. If you can compare
Divas and...
Yeah, she's all around. She's amazing. Promo, her look, her ring skills.
I mean, we talk about the quote unquote Bret Hart scale of look, intangible, promo, and ring skill, and I think she's got 9s and 10s all the way across the board.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about
solid.
it. Becky Lynch gave it to her though.
Let me ask you a quick question. Is it me, or do you think Charlotte should have been called up by now? I feel like she's been held down there so long. It's time.
Without a doubt. I think that the time. Like Natty said it at the Q&A. It's all about timing. I think we see it tomorrow. I think this feud with Paige and Naomi ends with Nikki, and I think it's time that NXT steps up. They are the 4 horsewomen of NXT. It's Bayley, it's Charlotte, it's Sasha Banks, and it's Becky Lynch.
Oh, Becky Lynch is so awesome.
Like, just the transformation Becky Lynch did. It was...
Yeah, they showed
February?
The promo.
Before February, and when Becky Lynch was stale and doing her whole Irish jig kind of deal. And now it's 4 or 5 months later, and it's the complete 180.
Badass steampunk Becky Lynch.
Like, you have this crowd who gave her a standing ovation at the end. When have you ever seen anybody give a Divas match a standing ovation?
Mind you, those 2 girls sold better than I've seen anything on both Raw, SmackDown, TNA, Lucha, ROH, whatever.
I think
the entire match.
Mm-hmm. It's just unbelievable. I remember when the Divas first main evented Raw, Trish versus Lita.
Yep.
These NXT girls can easily come on a Raw and do that.
Oh yeah, no
I think
doubt.
if you put a Sasha Banks versus Charlotte for a title
Bayley
on
versus
Raw,
Becky.
on Raw, that's your main event, and you send the crowd home.
Yep.
Like, these women have everything that it takes to main event. There's rumors of them main eventing a takeover event, which without a doubt would get the great reception. I'm still trying to figure out is what makes NXT so fucking amazing. How is this all one brand?
It's not just the crowd, it's the chemistry that all the wrestlers have there. They all train together, they all work out together, they all damn near live near each other. So it's all the time that they can put in with each other that makes everything super epic. And honestly, NXT is what I'm sure TNA wanted to be, and it's not. And that's why they're in this shitter.
We can't talk about Takeover without talking about Samoa Joe.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Samoa Joe has finally made his debut.
Finally arrived
To the WWE. Now, granted, this is the second time, but the first one doesn't count.
With a little asterisk next to it, he does have a special contract.
He has a unique contract. He can still do independent events. So he still has all these indie bookings going on, which is fine. It's
cool. I wonder who finagled that for him.
Triple H.
Triple H did.
Triple H is the one that wanted him.
That's how hard they believe in him.
Triple H is, like I said, the second Triple H takes over completely different shows.
Is he still signed to TNA, to ROH?
Yes. Only because ROH doesn't give contracts to him. They gave him dates. They said, we want you this date, this date, this date, this date, this date. And they
so
gave
it's
him the
almost
money.
like a freelancing type thing.
Kind of.
Okay.
Samoa Joe's one of those independent wrestlers, independent contracting wrestlers. So he has no agent. He sets his price. He sets his locations. He sets his bookings. At any point, that's why he can keep his name. That's why he's still Samoa Joe wherever he goes. That's why his products all say Samoa Joe. It's because he's an independent contracted wrestler. So what happens is with this contract that he got with Triple H, he keeps his name. He has his merch already out there. And then he can say, you know what? I'm doing this, 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 and this. You can't book me here. And Triple H said, yeah, that's fine.
Merch that's back ordered, by the way.
Just completely
nuts.
sold out right away.
Oh, I looked on Twitter earlier, and he's booked dates in around August 17th, 18th in the UK.
Yeah. We'll get to international bookings in a second because there's someone really big that's got booked. It's pretty cool. The question really becomes with ROH's new TV deal.
Oh, I can't wait. I already set my DVR to record series. I can't wait for Wednesday.
I did that too. For those of you guys who don't know what's going on Wednesdays, just check out Greedy's Corner. Hashtag.
Shout out to Destination America. Like, what was it, February, when we were like, what the hell is that?
Yep.
They're killing it now.
Check it out. There's the first article on Greedy's Corner, Wednesday Night Wars. Definitely check that out, guys. It's a good read. But yes, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on Destination America, we have Ring of Honor Wrestling. There's a lot of back and forth on this. Will Samoa Joe be allowed to wrestle on TV for Ring of Honor?
That's what I'm thinking about contract-wise. I'm sure he can do live events, but I don't know if he's allowed to do anything TV-wise. I think that's the part where it may be exclusive to NXT. Live stuff overseas may be fine, but like if it's TV, he's probably not going to be on that. But that's fine. We get to see Adam Cole. We get to see Jay Lethal, and everybody else.
Briscoe brothers. There's something else. No, you know what that was at?
Yeah.
That's all I had on NXT. It's always amazing shows. Always. Wednesday nights, guys. Check it out. Definitely worth it.
You marked out so hard on Xbox.
Shut the fuck up.
When Samoa Joe. I joined this guy's party chat as it happened. All I hear, oh my god, it's Joe. Oh my god, it's Joe. Oh my god, it's Joe.
I think that's what I put on Twitter too.
Yeah,
You guys on Twitter felt that mark out really bad.
But you've been waiting so long for it. I've been hearing you talk about this for ages now.
There's the day that the Briscoe brothers if they ever do sign with WWE or
I'm crossing my fingers for Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, and Red Dragon to sign. I'll be so happy.
Who was the other? What's the other tag team?
You talking about Bobby Fish and
no, the brothers.
Brothers. In ROH.
Yeah. Fuck.
I have no idea. I can't even think of it.
I need Jay Lethal to come over for the Woo Off Part 2.
Yeah.
This is gonna bother me so bad. I gotta find this.
Tweet us if you guys remember.
It's no, you know that it's Oh my god, they had a triple.
The Young Bucks.
Young Bucks.
Oh, you were just talking.
I was just talking
about them earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. The day the Young Bucks or the Briscoe brothers get signed.
If they ever decide to recreate DX, they need to sign the Young Bucks and get it started with them.
Just like a revamped version of DX.
A revamped version of DX. They could be Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James.
But that's where you'll see me mark the fuck out even worse than Samoa Joe.
I will cry.
Okay, not all that, but you know.
We get to see the Bullet Club on Wednesday nights. I'm just letting you guys know that.
That's all. It's all about the Bullet Club, Bullet Club and Batter Club.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about. Again, check out Grady's Corner Wednesday Night Wars, guys. I had a fantasy booking. I'm trying to find it right now. SummerSlam. John Cena versus Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. I was going to say versus Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn just had surgery. He's out for 4 months. 4 to 6 months.
Why would you not replace him with, like, Finn Balor?
He would be the next one on the list. For the United States Championship.
We need to cut down on that intro, though. From
the man has a shorter ramp than on Raw and SmackDown, and his entrance is still longer than the Undertaker's.
Jesus, I don't know what's going on with that intro. It's super long.
Just fix it, man.
You can make a sandwich. You can do a whole bunch of things by the time he gets to the ring.
But he still has one of the coolest get-ups I've ever seen.
By far.
Absolutely.
By
amazing.
far. That's all I got. I don't know if you guys have anything else.
No, I think we pretty much covered it.
I want to...
Actually, no, did you want to talk about the international bookings?
July 4th, New Japan, and not New Japan, but in Japan, WWE is doing a show. For the first time in 15 years, Brock Lesnar will headline in Japan.
Rafters Podcast coming to you from Japan.
Yeah, fuck that.
You might just said Brock Lesnar. I can already feel Hincha booking that ticket to Japan.
It's clicking right now on the JetBlue.
Once he's done listening to this, he's gonna go ahead and click on his purchase.
Expedia.
Yeah, 4th of July, this year. He's gonna be in Japan.
That's tight.
They haven't booked for the second Raw after Money in the Bank. So we will be seeing Brock Lesnar very shortly.
Shout outs tonight for best sells go to Nikki Bella, Dolph Ziggler, and John Cena. Killed it tonight. I believed everything they did.
What?
I'll agree with the first two, but not the last one.
Gotta watch the whole
You
thing.
mean that bitch that left the ring early?
Did you see the springboard stutter? Were you there for that? Did you blink or something? It was amazing.
I can't wait till that Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast.
Tomorrow night, following Raw. I hope Heyman goes, hey, how do you feel about this springboard stunner?
Yeah.
And Austin just rips one.
I don't know. We didn't ask anything about Jay Lethal.
Gimmick infringement.
Because, Jay Lethal's in WWE, right?
Doesn't matter. He interviews people that aren't in WWE.
Also, let's not compare Jay Lethal, as much as I love him, to, John Cena.
What do you know about Jay Lethal?
No, not in that sense. I mean in the sense of exposure. Exposure, right? So, like, John Cena in... What?
No.
No, go ahead. You had a comment. You have a comment.
I didn't know you said you love Jay Lethal. I didn't know you even knew anything about him.
No, I said like Jay Lethal. Don't compare the two. Like, so your springboard stunner, right?
Love it.
If you're seeing John Cena use it,
It's a fad. It'll fade.
Oh no!
I'm pretty sure. I think you're more willing to call that out than if Jay Lethal did it.
Now.
Because I mean that's the WWE is he's in the same fucking company. How can he do that? Stone Cold never said, "Yeah, knock yourself out." No, the only reason Seth Rollins is doing the pedigree is because Triple H said use the pedigree.
So you're saying that Shawn Michaels talked to 1,500 people saying, "Yeah, guys, it's cool to use the super kick. Go ahead, it's all good."
Who sets up like Shawn Michaels?
Ziggler.
Who sets up like Shawn Michaels?
Ziggler does not.
Sets up, sits there and
he
pumps
doesn't-
his.
No, that's complete. You can't do that. I mean, come on.
Then that's Shawn Michaels is the whole getting the band, tuning the band kind of deal.
It's still a super kick at the end of the day. It's not.
Super
just
kick
about that.
is the most common move though.
It is now. It wasn't in the 90s. It was just him.
Okay.
Okay.
It's two completely different scenarios.
Sharing is caring, baby.
Sharing is caring. Get off the crack. I think we've run this show has run its course.
Yeah, like the IC Elimination Chamber match.
That's starting right now.
Yeah, get me out of here, bro. I don't want to see any of this.
All right.
Look at Mark Henry flies in. His interest.
Yeah, this is God.
Why didn't you just give it to him?
What?
No, we were just about to end the show. Now you're gonna get yelled at. Thanks for nothing.
All right, nah, that's it. We didn't agree.
Dizzy, you're never allowed to be on the show ever again. You're done.
I'm tired too, but I'm not a crack like Kurt.
Well, could have fooled me.
Clearly, you are.
Kurt, you gave me the downgraded stuff. How could you?
Sorry, I had to cut it.
Damn.
Horrible. Stop. Just stop. Just busy. Stop. In all seriousness, guys. I completely missed out on who's in Money in the Bank next month. By the way, we'll have to talk about that later.
It was Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, two other people. R-Truth.
Neville
and
Ziggler.
Yeah. I'm going.
No, supposedly those are just the first 6 to get announced. So there's supposed to be more.
How many are going to be in that match?
That's what they said.
Do you think they're going to do 2 or just 1?
Just one. What the hell are you gonna do a second one for?
Yeah, there's no more 2 titles. No more.
My dream
Or
is
for the IC title, maybe? I don't know.
as long as it's fucking
Something
gets
to get
what's
Ryback. Something to get Ryback off of that damn thing.
My dream is for like an NXT contract match, and I think I showed this to Yumi yesterday.
What do you mean?
Have a Money in the Bank match, but it's gonna be for a main roster contract. And you have guys like you have Balor, you have like just guys in NXT going for it. Like
yeah, that'd be cool.
It's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Early predictions.
Roman.
No.
Sheamus.
Busy.
Yeah, we're waiting on you, Busy.
Okay, I'll go with Sheamus. Ziggler already won it.
So what?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. No,
CM Punk won it 3 times.
I'll go with Ziggler.
2 times. What's your point?
I'll go with Ziggler again, though. You just corrected me. There have been multiple winners.
Fucking Edge. Edge won that shit like 4 times. And fucking cashed in 4 times to win the title.
Shout out to Edge, rated R superstar.
We miss you, Edge. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Guys, great show. We're all a little bit tired, a little spent, emotionally exhausted.
Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
If you weren't tired, I probably.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go on a greedy like rant?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Do you want to post something on Greedy's Corner later this week?
I want to suck on the end of a 357 Magnum and just end it.
Well, guys, that's our show.
I got dark.
If we don't see Yumi anymore, yeah.
We do not endorse suicide, please.
Yeah.
Like you said last episode, we're never getting sponsored.
We're never getting sponsored.
Never getting sponsored.
No, never.
Busy. It was a pleasure.
Always fun being here. Thank you for having me, guys.
Yumi, as always.
Thank you.
Big shout out one more time, guys. Jay Flame, thank you for your music. We always appreciate it. Can't wait to have you on the show, sir. Check us out, guys. RaftersPodcast.com. That's our new website. New website. Yeah, that's correct.
Just got updated with a new picture, by the way, too.
Just, hey, in case you didn't hear. You'll be able to hear all our episodes on RaftersPodcast.com. We are on Twitter. We are on Twitter at Raptors Podcast. I am at Greedy1989.
I am at I Got DMV Soul.
At Rafters_Yumi. Check out personal page.
No, shut up. Stop it.
/Yumi.
I thought you said you get in trouble for association with it.
No. I just added something at the end of a URL.
Technically, you can't get in trouble for that.
I mean, I can actually write it up right now. Let's see what it pulls up.
Still has granddad.
We'll find out in a second. What else? Facebook.com/Raptors Podcast. SoundCloud.com/Raptors Podcast. In case you want to listen to our episodes there.
Like us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter.
See? You get nothing. Well, I mean, technically, yes, you get sent to the Bang Bus homepage, but still.
Beautiful. Never getting sponsored.
Please do not type that in, especially if you're under 18.
Dear God.
Oh yes, please make sure to follow all your local laws. If me,
I'm gonna have to like. Oh my God. Dear Jesus. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. You guys are fucking me over with this shit.
And that's where you end the podcast.
Just cut the music. Check us out, guys. Email us from the Rafters Podcast @gmail.com. Let us know what you guys think. Give us your feedback. As always, guys, send us your questions if you have any. We will be more than happy to answer that. If you want to be on the show, just send us an email. We'll work something out. We'll see what we can do. That's it.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
For Busy, for Yumi, for Kurt, I'm Kevin. Guys, we'll check you guys next time.
Peace.
Yeah, I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dope. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. Lame ass niggas, that's all I know. Yeah. I am J Flame, running the back. You on your first, I'm about to lap. 5 fingers, I'm about to smack. Down, you don't even want none of that. Cause I'm riding around, smoking dro, get brain. Yeah, you know, see your whole choose. Yeah, you lose, I'm about to get that ass a bruise. I'ma break a back, stroke bass, jackknife. Kevin Nash wanna come with me? She'll see that ass clap for my victory, Silly me, but never forget my speakers beat. Cause I'm riding around, blasting heat. Matter of fact, I'm blasting me, yeah, Shit, I'm the hottest nigga never famed, and if you don't know me, that's a shame. My shit like TNT when it bangs. I'm no pop shit, I stays in my lane. I'm saying
I'm riding around, smoking drone, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know. Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know. Fuck it, that's all I know. Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to give him my 2 cents. He's a bit of Kelly, a bit of some new M. People wanna tell him the kid is some true shit. Trying to get him ready for when that I move in. Thank you, gracious. Had to show them niggas what's dedication. Destinations, resting places. Y'all niggas on that second base shit. I'm section awesome. Check your roster. Best resolve it. Put his name up at top with Pac. These other motherfuckers, I can't recall them. Or maybe I can't remember. Heat Rock hit him that past December. He's not any old rap contender. These beats get killed on wax and embers. Breaking news. Kill the whole game, then change the rules. They confused cause they ain't in tune and I'm making moves so they hate the dude. Stole the show. 17, bitch, I'm prone to grow. Let them eat shit, them hoes should know that I give a fuck less. I'm about to go.
I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know.
That's all I know.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
That's all I know. What I say?
Yeah. I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know.
1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2.
That's all I know.
1 2 1 2. Hey. All I know is this monster flow, this shit go hard. I'm killing all the foes, and you can check back a decade or longer. Yo, you at your best, couldn't even walk below. I deem that shit impossible, while you still deem your boy flow remarkable. That's just then, it was a mark up, yo. A couple bucks to have your homeboy start to glow. And I don't wanna start it, yo. If a nigga really get it started, yo, then I'ma get it, kill it, then I'ma stab it. Welcome to the Jeffrey Dahmer show. And that's horrible. Killing that pussy like a horror though. It's like when I'm up in that thing, my dick on pussy 8 times, bitch, call it dope. And that's the rawest dope. No injection, I eject on it though. And then I give her that monster. She telling the mama for that advertisement, I'm responsible. And now she want cars and clothes. Bitch, take a shot at the bar and roll. You must be out to your rabbit ass mind. I think I'ma open my pockets.
I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know. Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, I'm riding around, smoking dro, getting blazed. Yeah, you know, speakers hit, getting dough. Yeah, well, fuck it, that's all I know. That's all I know. Fuck it, that's all I know. Yeah.